Tonight, a KCTV5 exclusive. Questions surround a crash involving an off-duty Kansas City, Missouri police officer. Why was he allowed to leave the scene? An investigation is underway tonight after an off-duty Kansas City police officer crashed his car near a downtown restaurant.
And we've learned that there are questions about the actions of a second off-duty officer that night. KCTV5's Amy Anderson has this exclusive story. Amy?
Well, Karen and Brad, we got this story through a police source within the department here. Someone who was worried that officers involved in the incident did something the rest of us would never get away with. You be the judge. Night or day, there's action inside Town Topic on Broadway. But on December 27th, it was the action outside the restaurant that had people here taking notice.
I seen police lying down the street, so.
How many police cars?
There was a good 6, 7 of them up there.
That's because an off-duty Kansas City, Missouri police officer, for reasons unknown, whether it was weather, checking his phone, or driving under the influence, lost control of his car, ran up onto the sidewalk and took out not only a traffic signal, but a fire hydrant and a gas meter. That also caused a gas leak, one which MGE confirms it came out to repair in the middle of the night. Normally, this wouldn't be that big a deal, but in this case, that off-duty officer, Booker Brown, apparently didn't bother sticking around.
This officer could have been charged with leaving the scene of the accident.
Chad Gardner was a Kansas City, Missouri police officer for years. Now he's an attorney who agreed to take a look at the report for us. The police report shows Brown left, bloodied, in someone else's car. All of it before on-duty officers were on the scene. Brown reportedly told an off-duty officer working at Town Topic he was leaving the scene and would take care of it at a later date. Then he took off. The off-duty officer telling investigators that night he didn't remember what kind of car Brown got into, nor did he know where he was going.
While it appears an officer cleared him to leave the scene, that officer was not in charge and should not have been in a position to do that. And that looks like it's an inappropriate use of someone's authority.
Later that night, investigators went to Brown's house to try and talk to him about what happened. That would obviously include them trying to determine whether Brown had been drinking, but they had no luck. Now, we do know Brown has already been cited for careless driving. However, there's no word tonight on whether additional charges could follow for either Brown or the officer who released him from the scene. In the meantime, Chief Forte told me via Twitter he is still checking into what went on that night himself, and at this point does not want to comment. Reporting live in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, I'm Amy Anderson for KCTV5 News, local Kansas City.
Amy, thank you.